So, guys, let's talk about Champions League and Europa League real quick. Champions League is in the semi-finals. We have Chelsea versus Real Madrid, and then there's PSG versus... Picks. I need picks. I need picks for Man City versus PSG. Who wants to go first?
Man City. Okay. Daniel, go.
You see what I'm wearing? Wait. Go away.
So Daniel, Man City versus PSG.
I'm just trying to be. I want to be professional, but I don't want to be professional. In the sense that I don't want Man City to go through, because I know that if they get to the final, they're going to take the trophy. I mean, before we actually started the season, I predicted that Man City are actually going to win the Champions League. But looking at the way they are actually playing, I mean, it's so annoying. And I don't want them to... so annoying.
Wait, so your heart, this is not your heart saying it.
This is not my heart saying it. This is not my heart saying it. This is not my heart saying it. Because
so what you hope for?
I know that, like, professionally, I know that if I were to pick between Man City and PSG, I'll actually go for Man City. Then
that's all I want. I don't want I don't care about what's in your heart. What you hope
because when Chelsea qualifies, Chelsea going to beat Man City.
Okay. But let's get there. Fred. Let's get there. Wait.
For this Champions League, if Chelsea is able to beat Madrid, they're going to take the cup.
So who do you have for Man City and PSG, Fred?
I'll go for Man City because of Pep. I just want him to win the Champions League with City. So,
Bobby, this Man City and PSG game, I think it's a toss-up, or am I?
No, I'm kind of with you. I'm going to support Pochettino, so PSG.
So do you think they will? Because I think I'm getting a lot of who you guys hope to win. I want who to win because who you hope to win is different.
Too much feelings.
I know too many feelings going on, and Pochettino, and I hate City. And are you putting your money on PSG to win this, Bobby?
No, honestly, it could go either way. Like it's going to be the better semifinal. And it's funny because I feel like these are both teams that have had some sort of curse about advancing. So if somebody's curse is getting broken, but somebody's going to keep going.
Well, PSG was there last year, so at least they've gotten there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but Evan, who do you have for Man City and PSG?
So looking at how Mbappe is playing, I'm a big fan of him too. So I'm just definitely going to go with PSG. I mean, I purposely wore this today just to represent him. Like, really? Yeah. That's what was pre-playing. Like, I purposely wore this jersey just to represent him. Like, I like the guy. Like, I like how he's scoring and how like matured he's gone at this point with his football. So I'm just hopeful of like what he's going to do on Wednesday. Like I see him like having a good game because he's done
a great game, though. I mean, it's a great game because the amount of attacking talent on both sides is just ridiculous. Yeah, Derek. So
I think Neymar wants this more than anybody in the four, like among the four teams. Like he really wants to do it with like another club. You know, he did it with Barcelona, but he really wants to do it with PSG.
I had originally picked Man City to win the Champions League this year. But with them playing PSG, I think I'm convinced that PSG is going to beat City. And the reason I say that is, so two things. If I had to choose which of them was a better offensive side, I'm definitely picking PSG.
Really?
I am. The reason I say that is because City has a great attacking side. No doubt about that. But I think they've been a little blunt recently, to be fair. And I don't know how that is going to stand up against PSG. PSG has never been blunt offensively if they're always sharp, right, with the type of players that they have. So defensively, Man City is much stronger now compared to what they used to be. But I think it's going to be a game of offense and less so a game of, defense and how strong your defense is and stuff like that. So my money is definitely on PSG. And it's Pochettino, right? It's not he's not a weak manager. Tactically, he's very astute. The guy is sharp. He knows what he's doing. I don't think that is going to be an easy no.
Easy. No, I think it's close up. But for me,
it's not straightforward to me that City is gonna. I think PSG has a much better chance, in my opinion, to actually make it work.
I think for me, I'm picking Cities because I think PSG's backline is not as strong. I agree. Like I looked at their backline against Bayern Munich. Bayern dominated that game. Any other day, Bayern would have won that. So and without Lewandowski also, I just don't trust PSG's backline enough to pick them. Offensively, you're right; they're so good, but for the defensive,
have we all noticed one thing about Pep?
Mm-hmm.
When he plays formation with no striker, meaning he won that game seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So based on the formation he'll be playing on, is it Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
That would determine whether whether Man City is gonna win or they're gonna lose. But mind you, here is two sides, both of them having their weaknesses. Man City is having attacking problem, but PSG attacking is good. Talking about Mbappe, Icardi, Kane, and Neymar. Those four attackers. I don't know if Ruben Diaz or Laporte can handle those guys.
Yeah. And
for Man City midfield too, if Marco Verratti have a good day, I don't think De Bruyne and Fernandinho will get a chance to distribute the balls. And when Man City game is screwed, it's based on De Bruyne and then Fernandinho. Those players are marked well. There is no way Foden or there's no way for Foden or Raheem Sterling of late he has been starting from bench. Mahrez will be operating from the wings. So this game is kind of 50-50. Any team can win, but my pick is for Pep because I just want him to win this Champions League with Man City then.
I'm sure you're saying that because Chelsea's in there, but the other semi-final, guys.
I mean, when Chelsea call Real Madrid, I know Chelsea gets to the final. Chelsea's going to win this.
So who do you have, Chelsea and Real Madrid?
Real Madrid? I'll go for Madrid any day.
Well, because I'm about to disconnect you. All right. Well, this guy's gonna log off.
Don't even ask me, because you know
I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you, Bobby. You guys are telling me what you're hoping for. I want real honest. What do you think is gonna happen? But Bobby, what do you think about this game, this Madrid and Chelsea? Because I think Chelsea has a great chance to advance. Oh, sorry. I think you're on mute.
You muted.
So go ahead.
Oh, I think Chelsea have a chance, but I think Madrid are going to take it. I mean,
they're a solid team. Or are you just hoping that your rivals don't celebrate another?
Nah, never. 2, Arsenal 0. Nah, it's not going to happen.
Ryan, what do you think?
I told you not to ask me. You know. I told you not to ask me. This one's feelings aside, I know Madrid is going to win this game. Yeah, I know Madrid is going to win this game.
Should I even ask Ibn or Derek?
You don't have to ask me. There's no need to ask me because
ask Derek.
No, I mean, genuinely, yeah. Real Madrid has the experience and what it takes to win this game.
You lose me every time you say experience, Derek. But go ahead.
No, you know, sometimes when it comes to big games like this and Champions League and stuff like that, experience actually does play some role, and a good role for that matter. So let's not underestimate that. However, I think Madrid has also had its own problems this year. I think Chelsea is on the uprise where Madrid is trying to stay at the top of where they've always been. How that plays out on the day, I'm not quite sure. I really would see this as a true test for Tuchel if he is tactically that astute to beat Zidane on the day on how he sets us up to actually play such a game. Because Madrid doesn't have to play great football, but based on experience in the competition and the type of manager they have, they can do what it takes to unlock the team and then win games, right?
Don't you think that Chelsea beating City last weekend was a good test for? Because I think beating City was as impressive as any result that Tuchel has, and I don't think that Real Madrid.
It doesn't get any perfection than that. Like that game we played against City, you hardly have that many games like that in a season. Like for a team like Chelsea, we actually played 100%. Like that was a perfect game against City. Granted that we could have probably scored more because we had some really good chances as well, but that doesn't happen too often. The only thing that made it work for Chelsea versus City, probably some other things, but what I observed was City plays a high line all the time. And if you're playing against Chelsea with the speed that we have and with that three at the back, there's always going to be problems. And I don't know why Pep didn't set his team up differently. I was actually surprised to see him stick to that formation. But I don't think Zidane makes mistakes like that.
I think, honestly, I think we have to get to a point where we have to understand that Tuchel's teams are hard to beat. And I think every time they do very well and teams don't get any chances, we always turn to what the team didn't do. There's been a lot of teams that have tried to break this. I mean, outside of that West Brom result, right? We have to get to a point where it's saying, guys, I think this Chelsea team is just hard to beat. It's not about what the opponent did not do. That is why I put a bet on Chelsea in February to win the Champions League, and I'm just waiting to collect. But I'm waiting to see it in the first leg if I need to cash out. But the reason why I did it, right, guys, was because in the tournament, like we were talking about, in tournament football, you just got to be able to defend, especially in the Champions League when a goal counts for two if you're away, right? And I just see like the team that Chelsea has is meant for Champions League and tournament football. There's a reason why we're still going ahead in the FA Cup and stuff, because you don't have to look pretty. We don't play pretty football. We play our attacking. We don't play defensive, but we also don't take chances and we don't create enough chances, right? That's the problem. But the way that we defend is the reason why I'm so confident that we can get to the final. Now, if we get to the final, depending on what happens, but I do not think that what Real Madrid has to offer is anything drastic that Chelsea can counter. I mean, because Man City result was huge, but Chelsea has been doing this, and like opponents don't get a chance to even create chances where our goalkeeper is making spectacular saves. It's very rare that you see Edouard Mendy making a lot of saves. He's getting clean sheets, but he's not under duress like that. So that's the reason why I think this Chelsea team is gonna win this two-legged tie, because Real Madrid, looking at them, they're not even all that in La Liga. That's
what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I feel like Madrid is trying to stay at the top while Chelsea is on a trajectory. As to how that plays out on the day, we're all yet to see, right? Because it's really hard to stop a team that is going up, right? I feel like Madrid is almost trying to find its feet. They've had a lot of injuries. They're losing games they're not supposed to. They're just basically scrapping the season to get through it, right? And I don't know if mentally the team is ready to say that with all we've got, we're going to fight to the end, or at the back of their mind, they're like, we've done enough for the season. Let's end it and come back again next year when we have everything that we need to fight for all the things that we need. That's where I'm not sure, the Madrid team is at. But my heart definitely is with Chelsea. And Derek, if you ask me to pick between the two, no way I'm choosing Madrid.
But Derek, reiterating your facts, that the fact that you made mention that Real Madrid, when it comes to competitions like this, they really tend to put us through and all that. Like, look at how Madrid's season has actually fared. I mean, look at their La Liga form. But when it comes to Champions League, they get a job done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the difference between Madrid in Champions League and Madrid in La Liga. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, look at the scrappy results that Real Madrid has been getting. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even the Champions League, we didn't know that they were even going to qualify out of their group, but they managed to do that. They qualified out of the group, went through the knockout stage. I mean, and they are in the semi-finals now. It is due to their experience. That's what Derek talked about. I don't think Chelsea has that edge over Madrid over this one. I know Chelsea has actually come a long way. I mean, coming out of their trouble, the troubles that they actually went through during the season and all that. But going head to head with Madrid in this one, I think Madrid are on top of Chelsea.
Madrid weren't that impressive because they beat the sixth place team in Premier League. So don't tell me that they were impressive. I know we beat Porto, but that's besides the point. But let's switch to Europa League to wrap this up real quick. Europa League, let me look up the fixtures because I don't even know who's in there. I know. Okay.
Villarreal,
Arsenal. It's Man United.
United and Roma and Villarreal.
Roma, United, and Villarreal, Arsenal.
Do I even need to ask you about the United and Roma one or even you're good?
It's a done deal.
Okay. No, I like your confidence. I can't wait.
No, I don't see. Like, honestly speaking, with the Europa, I don't see. I would love for the English teams to make it to the final, but I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening for one.
Wait, hold on. So, you say
that's my point.
Team is going to drop.
As I said, I would love for the English teams to make it to the final, for it to go English final, but that's not going to happen. I don't see this happening simply because with the fixture for Roma and United, like knowing Ole, his setup in like semifinals again, he chokes. Like that happened last season, and I think it's going to happen again. It's going to be a repeat. With Arsenal, I think Unai, that's his name.
Unai.
He's coming back home, and with Arsenal, with Villarreal, they're actually good in that competition. So I feel like it's gonna be Unai's day to just pay them back. Like, hey guys, you guys should have given me the opportunity to be here. I think he's going to try to fight for that, and it's possibly going to be a case where both English teams will not make it to the final.
So you think one of them, or who? Which one of them are making to the final?
Both of them are not going to the final.
So it's Villarreal and Roma.
United is getting choked. Like they can't go to the final. They're going to be choked. Even if they do make it to the final, they're not going to win it. Arsenal for sure, they're not going anywhere.
I was like, you guys are hating so much. It's like I'm not getting.
This is a typical Chelsea fan.
But to be frank with you, Arsenal is not going to make it to the finals.
See, I'm being honest.
No. You know, this is what Fred does all the time. He does that for you. You're not going to do anything.
No, Jeff. Let's be real here. Like. Even Everton, we can't even beat Everton. How much more Villarreal?
Yeah, but Villarreal is 7th in La Liga. They're not that good.
And, remember that Champions League, this Europa, these caps, we use character to play them. I'm telling you, there is no way Arsenal is going to get to the final. Check out the records of Villarreal in the Europa.
What about the United one? United,
the sake of Yaga, I don't want them to qualify.
Oh my God, no.
But there's no way Arsenal is going to go to the final.
Jeff, let me have on this. I think with this, I'll be really surprised if United don't go to, because I mean the reason why I said it's a done deal is because Roma is not really a team to be scared of, and it's even a two-legged game. It's not like a knockout game. It's over a two-leg and all that. And I mean, I'll be surprised if United don't win this game. The reason why I'm saying I'll be surprised if United don't win this game is because, I mean, we can't choke a game.
It can't happen again. Oh my God.
Head to head, we have a Roma. And I don't see Roma pulling this off against United. And if United lose against, Roma over this two-leg semi-finals, I don't think I'm going to be wearing red on this show again. I mean, maybe wearing some black JC or something on this show. I mean, but also adding to what Fred is actually saying, I think Unai has a point to prove when it comes to both Arsenal playing against Villarreal. Villarreal is actually good in this competition, and I think Unai has a point to prove. And I think Villarreal has really played well in this tournament as well. I mean, comparing them to Arsenal, I think they've been like the convincing one between Arsenal and Villarreal, because Arsenal have actually had some scrappy results for the probably, but head-to-head, I think Villarreal will actually pull that one off Arsenal to
win. So this is United's trophy to win, right?
Yeah, it is definitely. We should win this trophy.
So who's in the final? United versus who?
Villarreal. Arsenal. Put that just away.
You know, it's just
let me get your picks real quick. These two semi-final.
To be honest, when Spurs dropped out, I'd stop
watching.
But I do think United will go through. I think they're on a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby.
I don't see Arsenal going through because they're not on a pretty good run. So
that's fine. That's why.
No, see, that's the thing. Is he a Spurs fan or are we being real? Because honestly, it is a point. Arsenal are not playing well. But then again, it's football, right? Because they maybe they're 10th in the Premier League, so they can't get up for it. But if you're in a semi-final, that's a different that's a different energy you get. Yeah. Or is it just that the team is not good and it's just they're gonna fall apart? So I mean, I don't know. Derek, did you give your picks?
No, but yeah, I'll go for Manchester United and Villarreal.
United and Villarreal?
Yeah.
Why is that?
No. That's in the wait. Aren't they? Okay. In the final.
For the final, yeah. For the final.
And who do you have in the final?
You mean who's winning?
Yeah.
Manchester United is winning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
I think they're playing great football. I mean, once in a while they choke, but come on, they can't repeat that.
They can't do it again. Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
They just can't do that again because I think they have more angels on their side than demons.
Yeah.
The previous year they had too many demons, so it just wasn't working.
I think you finally came around there because I think you weren't sure about them also.
No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. But now I think they're at it. They're pretty solid.
So one last thing before we go, guys. I need a top 4 prediction for that. This is the last time I'm going to ask you guys because it changes every time we record. So, Bobby, who will finally get the top 4? I mean, 2 are locked. Unless you think that Derek and you think Man United won't make top 4, but 2 are.
Oh no, that for sure.
So who do you have, Bobby? Who do you have top 4 for the last time this season, when it's all said and done?
I had to look it up, to be honest. I see it pretty much staying the same as what it is at the moment. I mean, part of me kind of hopes West Ham sneaks into the top 4 just to see West Ham in the top 4, but I actually kind of think it's going to be exactly what it ends up being this season.
Yeah.
City.
So Bobby, for you, City, United,
Leicester, Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool, Tottenham.
Okay, so so Leicester is 3rd. So that's the order.
Yeah.
Okay. So Evan, who do you have top 4 in the order?
I think the race is still on. Looking at the remaining fixtures that Chelsea got, it's kind of iffy for me. I would hope that Chelsea finish in the 4th spot. But I don't know. But again, but my final prediction, is obviously going to be Chelsea finishing in the fourth, and the remaining three is going to stay as it is.
Okay. Fred.
Oh, Man City, United, Leicester, then Chelsea.
So it won't change.
No.
Daniel.
Yeah, I think it won't change. Man City, Man United, Leicester, and Chelsea. Yeah. It won't change.
Yeah, I also don't think it's going to change. It's going to likely stay the same. My only thing is between Leicester and Chelsea, one of them might open the door for West Ham to jump in. But hopefully it stays this way.
But are you sure Chelsea will make it, or are you still hesitant?
Chelsea has some tough fixtures coming, and with the Champions League added to that mix, and then FA Cup sometime later, I don't know how we're going to manage all this, but it'll be interesting to see. So I would not be surprised if Chelsea drops the ball somewhere, but my hope is we don't.
The reason why I don't think so, if they're going to drop it, because I don't think, because if they drop, West Ham has to make up the ground, and Liverpool has. It's 4 points between us and fifth place. It's 3 points between us and West Ham, and 4 points between us and Liverpool, which I think is. I don't think
because Jeff, I'm looking at this. We have a London derby with Fulham. We have City. We have Arsenal. We have Leicester. Between those 4 games, that's where, and Champions League games on top of that, we'll see. We only can see. That's why I feel like maybe we might drop off, but my hope and my heart is hoping that we don't.
Yeah, but I think even if we tie one of these games or lose one of these games, the other teams also have to do their part. And can West Ham keep winning?
Burnley, Everton, Brighton, West Bromwich Albion, Southampton for West Ham.
Okay, but that's not a given.
Those are also bottom part of the table. So
but that's not a given.
Okay. So
I don't between West Ham, there are some Man City. Burnley is not an easy out.
But
frankly or honestly, Derek has a point there. Looking at the fixtures that you guys actually have, it's very tricky. But I hope it actually stays. The same.
Okay. All right. So that's our episode, guys. Thank you guys for chiming in. Super League was interested by itself, but we spoke a lot about it. We'll see what happens in the Champions League. But let me get your Champions League winners real quick. Who wins the Champions League, Bobby?
I'm gonna go PSG.
PSG? Eben? Wow.
You don't gotta ask me. You know what?
Yeah, I gotta ask you. Derek, who wins Champions League?
Chelsea for sure.
Diana?
I thought you said
No, that's what I had called at the beginning of the season.
Oh.
But you're asking me now, right?
Yeah, right now, who's gonna win it?
Yeah.
Hey, no, just say it.
Who?
You said Man City.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fred.
I've been to Chelsea.
It's Madrid or Man City.
Pick one. You always picking it.
Madrid.
Madrid. All right, so there you go. That's our picks.
Wait, who did Bobby pick?
PSG.
PSG. Okay.
So
you what's your pick?
of course Chelsea. I told you I put a bet on Chelsea in February.
Oh yeah.
So it's either I'm gonna be broke or I'm gonna be counting my cash. But
Yo, we going to Instant. We going to Turkey.
This time. Actually going to Chelsea for the win. Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for joining, guys. Bobby, thank you for coming out again.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through. And guys, get your passport ready because we about to take a trip.
To Turkey.
We're going to Turkey, guys.
All right. So So until next time, from all the guys signing out. Peace.
Peace.